Okay, I could hear now.
Hi, Nan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Um, Thank you very much for meeting us this morning, and I apologize for the technology delay. But I was so excited when I saw your message yesterday to my friend's post about the finance in life. That I, as soon as I saw your comment, I thought of, I said, you gotta meet my friend. You gotta meet my friend who has been my mentor, my friend. I admire her, and in my mind, she has the brilliant ideas that you can think of on a simple way. So I wanted you to meet Darla, and Darla is with us this morning, and she will explain to you what I was talking about.
Okay.
So here's Darla, and Annette, tell us a little bit about you, because I just read that you are a pharmacy tech, and you have a real estate agent license, and I'm assuming you're from
I'm still doing
Colombia.
tests.
Still doing tests to get your license?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my real estate license. I need one more exam.
And where do you live?
I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'm in San Diego.
Oh, okay. I'll be moving to New Mexico soon on
Oh, really?
July.
Oh, cool. What part?
Las Cruces.
Oh my gosh, that's right where my best friend lives. Well, kind of, when it comes to New Mexico, because it's so big out there. But she lives, have you ever heard of TRC, Truth or Consequences?
I have. I
Yeah.
think it is close by.
Yeah,
It's not
she
too
lives there. So I've gone over there several times. It's actually crazy because it's this small, tiny, tiny town with one stoplight in the middle. You can like be up on one part of the town and see the entire town of all the people. And she was born there and raised there her whole life. And that's where she's lived her whole life.
Wow.
Well, do you know every neighbor? She's like, yep, we just look up and see if there's a moving truck, if there's somebody leaving town. Talk about everybody being in your business, right?
Yeah.
So are you single, married, children, no children?
I have two daughters.
Oh,
Single
what?
and single.
Yeah. And how old are your kids?
One is 14 years old and the other one is 6 years old.
Oh, they're the best, especially girls.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your background and where your comment came from. What is your desire that you're looking for? What are you after? What are you manifesting?
Well, because I got into a program called Renatos and they showed all of that stuff, but I never went back to like reinforce it in my brain so I can actually do it. So when I read it, I was all like, oh, perfect. Like, is there a mentor or something? Because I've been wanting to get that LLC and then have that where you can pay your kids and do the tax deduction and all that. Like, I've always wanted to do that, but even though they kind of like tell us how to do it, it's still in real life, then it's complicated. I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? Like,
Yeah.
how? Like, how exactly?
So how old are you now?
34.
34. So I always like to tell people, I want you to think of a 10-year plan. You're 44 years old, your kids are 24 and 16. What does your life look like? What do you want your life to be like in 10 years? Because you have to think about where you want to be and then reverse engineer to see if the path that you're on is going to get you on. And I'll give you an analogy. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom and be able to raise your kids and go to their games and go to their functions and afford to put them in all the sports and do all the things with them, you probably shouldn't become a hairdresser, because a hairdresser means they have to stay in the salon and work all day and work holidays and work weekends because they have to be cutting hair in order to be able to go to work, right? And hairdressers can't make enough money to be free and have the ability to be present with their children all day because they have to be cutting hair all day. Do you see the difference there?
Right.
So what do you want your life to look like in 10 years? Like where's your dreams take you? Where is tomorrow's dreams? And then what I teach is how to get there. What is the pathway to success? Because a lot of times we want to, be millionaires. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be the first millionaire in my family. I want to be free. I want to be able to leave generational wealth to my children. But yet we're working at a mall or a convenience store, or we're a nurse or something like that, where we have to work all the time until the time we die. And that doesn't build enough money and create freedom to make millions. So we're working hard in the wrong direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I ask you, what do you want life to look like in 10 years? What does it look like to you?
I want to be an investor, so like that I don't have to work. I
Beautiful.
can
Okay.
spend all my time with my daughters and stuff like that. That's why like I'm getting into the real estate, because it's just to lend people the money like that.
Yeah.
Um,
So putting yourself in real estate is because that's all you know, right? You only know what
right.
you know. You know what I mean? And do you believe in manifestation and faith?
Do I know, man? I've heard of it, but it's hard.
So manifestation is when you're praying for something and God brings it to you, or you're telling the universe what you want and it's attracting to you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's manifestation. And do you know what faith means?
Faith, that you
Not
believe in
faith.
something that doesn't exist.
Faith
Oh.
is, wow, what if I hadn't have gotten on that Zoom? It was just by faith that this lady saw my post and made a comment on my post and reached out to me and then introduced me to this lady. And that's how my life changed. That's fate. It happens to
Oh,
all of us. So my story starts back on March 26th of 2008, when a stranger to my city where I lived in at the time, when I was a business owner, kept trying to come sell me something that I didn't know. And he kept coming. And finally on March 26th of 2008, he came in again, but a little voice said to me, why won't you listen to him? And that little voice made me change my mind to just listen to what it is that this guy was trying to tell me. And it went on and changed my life and made me millions and retired me early and gave my family an abundant life, because it brought me to a different knowledge. That's what this moment is. This moment is, what have you been praying for? What have you been wishing for? What have you been attracting into your life? And do you believe in fate? This is one of those fate moments. That's why I was saying that too, because what you are looking for is something that's not taught in school, and that is how to make money. If you want to be an investor, you need a coach and a mentor, and you need a pathway, because money is not taught in schools. It's taught by millionaires and mentors. Do you agree with that?
yes.
And the analogy that I always say is, if teachers could teach you how to become a millionaire and retire early and live an abundant life, don't you think there would be no teachers? Because they would have all done it. They don't. Teachers work for 40 years and they retire broke, and hopefully get their retirement, because they can't make money. They're not taught how. They're taught how to comply, conform, and follow rules for careers that last a lifetime, so that entrepreneurs can make money off them. That's the whole. So this is what's happening to you, is you're getting a mind shift right now. You're getting opened and exposed to a whole different way of thinking that you weren't raised by your parents, because your parents weren't millionaires. If your parents were millionaires, like for example, I didn't have parents that were millionaires. I never learned what I'm teaching you now, but my daughter has been raised in a world of millionaires. It's all she knows, because it's all she's heard, because she's been raised in it. Because I was fortunate to have a moment of fate in my life that changed who I hung out with, changed what I did for my daily activities, that created me a different result versus what I knew growing up as a kid. So it enabled me to reinvent my family cycle, right? And be able to raise a different type of child, because my daughter didn't grow up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, and if it's too good to be true, run the other way. She grew up on learning that money does grow on trees, learn how to plant the seeds. The seeds are people. We all make money from people. That's where money comes from. And if it's too good to be true, sit down, get a notebook, ask lots of questions, and pay attention, because that's an opportunity. And opportunities cross all of our plates a couple times in our lifetime. And that's where wealth comes from. If you stop and think about Mark Zuckerberg in Facebook, he invited 5 of his friends to come listen to his pitch. Do you know the story?
No.
2 of them showed up. 3 of them didn't show up that day to listen to it. 2 of them went on to be billionaires. The other 3 work jobs still today, because they missed the opportunity that took them a different direction in life. And you hear those stories all the time, with inventions and all kinds of stuff like that, being at the right place at the right time and all that kind of stuff. That's what this is for you. So I really wanted to make that impression on you in the beginning before I move forward from here. So imagine if there was a school or a class like you're taking for real estate, or like college courses do, that was on teaching you how to become a millionaire, teaching you how money's made, teaching you how to invest your money, to grow your money, teaching you how to compound your interest, and teaching the mindset in order to attract it and grow it and believe it and receive it. Because if you give $1 million to 10 people that are not educated on how money works and how to treat money and how to grow your money, they're all going to be broke in a couple of years, all of them, because they have the mindset of what does something cost versus how do I make something grow? Okay, so there's a difference in there. So that's what you're being exposed to. And what we want to introduce you to is a community of people that are all like you are wanting to become. Once you get in this community of people that are serial entrepreneurs and they understand compounding interest and how to grow and leverage and invest and all that kind of stuff, then you start learning what they know, right? Because you are the same of your 5 closest friends. You know, broke people don't hang out with millionaires, but millionaires hang out with millionaires, right? But all millionaires were broke people once. And what it is it's you believing that you can go reinvent your life and learn something new. And you can, because you're saying it already. I want to be an investor. I want to be able to do these things. So that's what manifestation is, because you're already believing it, because you become what you believe. If you don't believe you can because your parents told you that you can't, then you won't, because you don't believe it, but you believe it. You have what it takes. And so imagine if there was an online community where you could go to school and get taught by millionaires that are live how to become a millionaire, how they did it, what their road path to success was, how to learn how to compound your money and compound your interest, and how to trade in the largest markets in the world, and how to learn how to make money on those markets so you never have to get a job or go sell something to somebody. You get to be with your children, you get to be free, you get to live wherever you want, you get to make as much money as you want, because it's possible and you believed it. Because people do it every day. People make millions every day. I'm a high school dropout, proven. I've never had to work a job since I'm 50, I'll be 54 next month. But my last job was when I was 18 or 19, because I learned how money moves. I was very fortunate to get around a certain group of people that introduced me, just like you are right now, many years ago, that taught me how money's made, and it set me free. I've been able to travel the world, raise my own child, just be present and do whatever I want every day. It's called a yes life, where you get to spend every day saying yes to things and not have to worry what they cost and where they're at, and if I can get time off from work or anything like that. So I know this is a lot. It's emotional. It's a lot. And the second that we get off this Zoom and you pick up the phone excited and you call whoever your best friend is, one of two things are going to happen. If she is a positive person, she's going to tell you, that's so awesome. This is God's moment for you. This is your chance. Believe in it. Or she's going to say, watch out. Those things are dangerous. You're not going to make it. Be careful. It's a scam. So that's the fork in the road. You're sitting now at a fake fork in the road. You don't know us. You know your friend. But whoever you pick up the phone and call, if they're broke, they're going to give you broke advice. If they're wealthy, they're going to say, I want to hear more about it. I want to meet them. I want to find out that information too. Do you see the difference? Yeah. One is the pathway of an employee-minded struggler. The other one is an abundant entrepreneur that doesn't know they're an entrepreneur yet. That's all it is you just don't realize you're an entrepreneur. And when I speak at events and stuff, I tell people, if you have children that are not doing well in school and don't follow rules, be easy on them. They're entrepreneurs. They don't fit in the box. They don't fit in the box. So do what I tell you to do for an hourly pay. And they're the inventors, they're the creators, they're the dreamers, they're the doers. That's what you are. Because you want to be an investor. That's all you know right now, but you don't know how to get from here to here. You're here, and I want to be an investor. How do I get from I want to be to becoming? Is this right here. And so I don't want any of your money. I don't want to sell you anything. I want to give you information so you can get this thing engaged and research a possibility and be open to, wow, this could possibly be something that could change my life. And I'll introduce you to a community, a group of people. I'm going to send you a link. This link has some research videos on it that I want you to watch and research. And then I want you to fight whatever urge it's going to tell you of how much will this cost me, and put your mindset in the space of how much will this make me, because you've got to learn to invest your money into this. Once you educate this, then this grows. Now you can invest this, but you got to get this on the right frequency to produce this. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because money is very easy to make when you learn how to make it. It's very easy. It's abundant in the world. Lots of people make it. And in the video that I'm going to send you to this academy, it's an academy. It's an online academy where you learn the art of money and you learn how to compound your money, grow it in the banks, grow it in the markets, and grow it into becoming an investor. And I'm going to introduce you to lots of people that have started just like you, just like me, just like Julie, and they're already millionaires through this academy. It happens all day long.
Okay.
This is one of those moments in your life. I don't know if you believe in journaling, but when we get off this thing, I want you to sit down and journal what's on your heart right now, what just happened to you, because that's your story now being written. All millionaires have a story. They write a book about their life. This is my book about what I've done, Momentum Makers. Over 100 marketing success tips from 24 average people who made it big. I'm one of the people in this book. And I've been written about in several books. You need your story. Start writing your story now. Feel for a moment how you feel. What's your current situation? Where are you living? What are your children? What do you want to give your children? What are you after in life? What can happen if this is really real? That's where your story starts getting written for your book.
Okay.
It's exciting, huh?
Yeah.
So from here, I'm gonna send Julie, or you will. You're on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So Julie will start a little chat with us, so that
Okay.
I can drop in there, and I'll drop you some other information and stuff, and engage your mind and be willing for change. This is your moment. It's your fork in the road.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. I'm
Yes.
excited for you, and I'm really proud of you for getting on this Zoom, making that comment, putting it out there in the universe. That's how you bring things to you. You got to put it in the universe. And through this whole journey, you're going to reinvent your mind. You're going to learn the books to read, the videos to watch, the people to follow, and start being surrounded by people that create wealth and share with others and teach others how to do it.
Okay. Nice.
Yay. All right, Julie, this was you know how this all works. This is a God moment.
All right.
Yes, it is. And
Thank you so
Annette,
much.
you're so welcome. And like Darla said, I don't believe in coincidences. This was meant to be. So whatever this is going to take you, like Darla said, put a positive and open your heart to what this possibility is going to not only bring for you, but for your girls and everybody else.
Oh, Julie, you're so sweet. She's got such a big heart. When you know what this can do, it just makes you emotional, because your life was spared. You know, my life was saved. My family's life was saved. It gave me an abundant life. I'm able to care for my parents, you know, who's 87. He'll be 88 next month. My mother-in-law, 71. My mom's 85. You know, we get to take care of them and provide a life that just isn't possible if you don't figure out how to make money and grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take a moment and take some notes down and write the beginning of your book and believe in yourself. And as long as you believe in yourself, I will keep you pointed and plugged in and moved in a frequency and surrounded by people of greatness. That's what you need. You need a frequency of people that are going to pull you up and lift you up, where the people that are not entrepreneurs pull you down, discourage you. They don't encourage you. They tell you that's crazy. Things like that don't happen. Well, they do. You just got to get around a different type of people. And so this is a channel in your life. Do you know what a channel is? The best analogy I can give you is the birth canal. You know, when your children are born, they have to pass through a channel to be born. And so that's what we do with our life. We birth chapters. We go through channels in life that bring us to other places. And then we live in that space. And then we go through another channel and we keep moving up. But what happens is people, when they go through a channel in life, they get comfortable and they stay there and they stop fighting and they stop pushing and they stop growing and they stop believing. They get comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
So that's you're birthing another channel, and you have that drive within you to continue to grow and develop. I compliment you for that.
Yeah.
All right, our new friend.
Okay.
All right, Julie's gonna do a group chat and you make some notes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Annette, for joining
Nice
us this
meeting you.
morning. Thanks,
We'll keep
Darla.
in touch.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.